Intro. We are in the west side, I learned on the way here, of Manhattan. Our tour guide, Mike, gave us a tour of the city, right, Jordan?
Yes, sir. Most New York
there,
man.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, you hear that?
This man behind the camera is as New York as you could possibly get.
Yeah,
straight
baby.
out of a movie.
Say, let me get a coffee and a bagel.
A coffee and a bagel, make it fast.
Jordan's with me. You know me. I'm Keanu Trades Ryan. We got Champion Vibe. I think they're on another camera. I just turned 40, so I don't know what these young guys set up technology-wise in this room. We're in Holly's hotel room. Holly's here for work.
Yeah, baby.
Me and Jordan are here for work, and we're all working together, baby.
Oh,
Awesome.
We've taken over the city.
yes, sir.
You guys have been going hard.
You guys like this so far?
Here's the thing.
Jordan's loving it.
I know Keanu. Yeah, I know Keanu likes having less people around and maybe not as
I'm a dick.
not as much dirt, but
I'm a dick.
I love it here, guys. I want to move here. Me and Champ are talking about we want to move here so bad.
No, the first day you got here, Ryan, you were like super shocked by everything. Like people would bump into you and you'd be like freaking out.
I know you'd be like,
You've even been here in what, 20 years?
I came here in 04.
So you have probably not much memory.
It's been a long time. I've been trying to come around when I met Holly, 2010.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out what year I met you. I keep saying a different year every time I bring it up.
It's between 10 and 12.
Okay.
I want to say 11. Let's go
So-
with 11.
That's Jordan's age, between 10 and 12. It works out. Yeah, I've always loved New York. I've always just been like LA or New York, and I don't know, always kind of wanted to be in the middle of things. But life kept happening, and when are you gonna just get away to New York? So I never did.
Have you been to Chicago?
No.
Dude, that's
Okay.
yeah, that'll happen.
It's like I've never
You've
known
been already,
anyone,
right?
and
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
never
I've been-
gone. I've never had a reason. Like,
Yeah.
I came to New York because I'm going to New York. We came and did it, but never planned a Chicago trip. So
Okay, where's the pizza better?
I love them both, so it just depends on what you're in the mood for. Because
Okay.
like people that hate on both,
fold the thin crust, or Chicago's that thicker.
I mean, more on the regular. I'd probably eat in New York more on the regular.
But is that the difference though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The
okay.
deep dish
in
versus
Chicago.
the full.
Okay,
Yeah,
deep dish.
Yeah, no, I like the thinner crust
Yeah.
that
Me
you
too.
fold. I don't like deep
And-
dish as much.
The lesser talked about Detroit style, which I think is the ultimate, where it's like
That's what we
the
had at
right amount of
Ace's,
deep
at
dish.
Ace's Pizza.
Okay,
That's
so
what
it's
we
deep
tried.
dish, but it's not crazy.
Yeah, it's like it's got the square with the crust on it.
Yes, so
Yeah,
we had that Rockefeller
Ace's,
Center,
yeah.
Ace's Pizza.
Yes, sir.
That shit's fire. Yeah.
It was pretty good. It was a good price too, and it was
cheap.
good.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
was
love
just
all of
starving.
them.
They were like, "Oh, this is amazing," and I was like, "Guys, we're starving."
Yeah, we were just
Okay.
hungry.
It was good.
Yeah.
New York bumping into people. It's like a hockey game.
Yeah.
You're checking people
Well,
on
an
the boards.
attitude. We were with,
I turned to say sorry. They bumped me.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying where I live is any better than anywhere,
No.
or where I live people are
But
nice.
With,
No, I'm
Gomez,
not saying
remember,
that.
we were on the street. Gomez had his phone
Had
out.
his phone?
Some guy knocks down the phone out of his hands, just keeps walking.
Yeah,
Is it an
doesn't even
accident
say-
with his shoulder?
It was an accident, but he saw it. He looked
He
down
didn't
and he's
say
like, eh,
anything.
and he just
Yeah.
keeps going.
Damn.
Welcome to New York.
I don't know.
Right on site.
Yep.
I feel like people in California, at least, like, I don't know, on the West, we're more, I don't know, like, oh,
So,
sorry.
this is
bumping
what
you.
happened.
Oh, so
Yeah.
sorry, but
So
like, there's
people
so
hit
much going
me,
on here.
and I'm like,
Like,
"Oh, sorry,"
Yeah.
and they're gone already.
They're
And I'm
gone.
like, "No." And I'm not, like I said, we say sorry, you don't. I'm not saying that. It's just
No,
my
it's
experience. And it's almost been like me at Target. Some lady bumps me, and we're like, "Sorry." "Oh, I'm sorry."
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
a sorry off.
Yeah.
And then here, took a couple Subways, and I'm bruising like a peach, and I'm just like, "Damn, dude, I'm a pinball." So Holly didn't freaking prepare me mentally for that.
I love that shit. Though. I love the checking elbows. I'm like, yeah,
Oh.
like,
Holly's loving it. He was walking ahead of us one day. Holly was just like moving it, like splitting the Red Sea.
Dude, I love it. When people holding hands, I like to break up holding hands. Don't be
Yeah.
holding hands
Oh,
on the
you hate them.
sidewalk.
You gotta hate them.
Yeah. Break that shit up.
I'm a tourist, but I'm even annoyed by tourists. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
some of them stand in the middle of the sidewalk,
it's
like
bad.
not even. Like, we're like, oh, people
Yeah.
are passing with the bikes and stuff.
It's like,
But
just
they're,
step
like,
aside
in
if you don't know where you're
middle.
going. Just-
Yeah.
Tell my story this morning with the
What?
lady at the deli.
Yeah, we met a lady from
yeah.
Istanbul.
Yeah.
This is
On
her
a
first-
solo
You
trip.
tell the story. You tell the story.
Yeah,
You're a storyteller.
All right. Well, we're over there, and I played a little joke on. See, I'm getting nervous fucking talking. I go over there with Jordan.
Just
we
pretend we're not recording.
Yeah.
We're talking.
Yeah,
we're just talking
I know this is going to go everywhere, so I gotta fucking say it right. I feel like I'm going to be a two-dollar
you're good.
or a Mama Luke, right? So we go over there, we go outside, we're sitting outside the deli, And we're talking, I see this lady there, and I felt kind of funny.
By herself.
All by herself. And I felt a little like, okay, where's her friend? So we were just sitting there, like, what the hell? And I said, you know what? She's right next to us, literally within like a foot of our feet. And I said, I want to make this lady feel comfortable. So I look over at her, and she's kind of looking back and forth at us.
Yeah.
And I go, so are you a New Yorker? Are you from out of the country? I couldn't believe it. She says, I'm from Istanbul. Istanbul?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
Istanbul. Yeah.
Istanbul, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's a very nice lady. But, you know, here's New York. Everyone thinks we're so bad. But
Yeah.
you know what? Hey, we sat down next to this lady. I said, well, let me sit down next to you. Let me make you feel comfortable.
He's puffing his cigar. He's like, I'm from Queens. I'm Mike. And I
sat right there with her. And, you know, and she was cool.
He goes, how long you been here? He's like, this is my first morning, first bagel, first bite.
Yeah.
And I go, so this is the first New Yorker she met?
Oh, wow.
You've ever met? He's like, yes. And I was like,
oh my God.
It's over.
It couldn't have been better.
But she was so nice, and she took it so well, you know, because I have a way, sometimes that could be a little overwhelming if you're kind of quiet and to yourself. So I kind of bring out, I'd like to say, the best of people, because some people are a little bit introvert.
Yep.
You know?
It was a lot for her. She texted me that she went back to her hotel room. She's crying in the fetal position. It was cool.
Who is that crazy man from Queens?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So, and then we were driving around to get here, and that was an adventure.
We got the full New York driving experience with Mr. Mike over here.
Yeah, I had to take a little pee break on the side of the road of New York City.
He taught us what you got to do in Manhattan when you got to take a piss.
He pulled over and pissed.
Luckily,
I pulled over and pissed, put a big old bucket underneath my ball sack, and I fucking pissed.
Okay.
You know, what am I going to do?
They didn't understand why you did that.
They had no clue.
It's
Where are you
Manhattan.
going to go?
Yeah, it's like sometimes you can't.
What are you going to do?
There's no.
Now, if they weren't there, right? If they weren't there,
He
right,
opened up the
I would
Jeep,
be in my car and come to
swing-
and I would
the
just
Jeep
pee,
swing door.
right?
Yeah.
Nobody would know, and I would very discreetly ding,
Right.
and then I carry on.
He's all, here's my bucket. I was like, okay. And then I'm like, so like, what do you do? And he's like, I'm peeing.
He's looking at me,
And
literally like on the curb.
Yeah,
I'm
on the
in
curb.
this. I have a Jeep,
There's
so
a
I
car
have the back
behind
door
him.
open.
Yeah.
I'm just in my Jeep. I have a big old Chinese quart. What do you call those? The quart
Like a bucket
Chinese
thing.
food
Yeah.
things or soups.
Oh yeah.
I stuffed that bad boy underneath my ball sack, and he's like, "Are you really peeing right now?" I go, "Absolutely." You can edit that out, but I just thought,
We can put it in whatever. Yeah.
It's a funny part of New York. You know, it is what it is. If there
But
was
no,
bathrooms,
it
I
makes
had no
sense. I
problem.
was gonna say it makes sense. Like they don't understand. Like dude, you can get stuck for hours in
Oh my
traffic.
gosh.
Like
Well, speaking
and
of
nowhere
that-
to go to the bathroom or to park. Like where are you gonna park?
Last
Yeah.
night after dinner, it was I've literally never had to pee worse
See?
in my life.
Yep.
And we're going to the Empire State Building because we bought tickets to
I
go to
remember
the top.
that, yeah.
And I'm asking everyone, where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom? They're like, this way. And I keep going. And then I asked this last guy right before security, I'm like, is there a bathroom? He's like, oh, it's past security.
Security, so
Huge line,
off your belt
of
and
course.
all that.
So I'm just dying the whole time. Oh my gosh.
By the way, quick traveler tip to New York: don't do the Empire State Building, just
No.
do the Edge.
Do the edge. The edge
Yeah,
is
because
way
there's a reason why
better.
you go to the Empire
better.
State Building.
Fuck the Empire
Cheaper
State
and
Building.
better. Empire State Building, it's like
It's
a bucket
super
list
cool.
thing,
It's
but,
dope, but-
at the Edge you could see the Empire State Building.
It's like, and that's a cooler thing anyway. It's like you're in the building you want to see.
Right.
So it's like
exactly.
just go to the edge.
The
and
Edge
like,
has. Have you been up there?
no, I've been
You gotta
close.
go.
As I
So,
said, I lived at a spot
About
maybe 20
as big as the hotel room is,
below it, but
glass floor.
There's a glass floor on the top, and you can you stand on it, you just see all the way down. I think it's
Yeah.
the tallest outdoor observation deck in the
West-
Oh, you're
city.
talking
Western
about the edge
Hemisphere.
inside the Empire State Building.
No, it's a separate
There's a
thing.
separate building called the
Oh,
Edge.
I never been there.
It's 30
Yeah.
Hudson Yards.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
You should
they have, like, a
go.
rooftop area. It's really nice.
Awesome.
But that's the thing. Like, I'd rather go somewhere like there that has a better view. Like the place I stayed last year was maybe 20 stories below that. And I could look out and I could see the edge. Like maybe it was definitely higher than where I was, but I had a really dope. I mean, a very similar view of like South Manhattan, Jersey. Like that's amazing.
It's so sick to
like
see
it's
all
so
of it.
sick. Like,
Empire State too. It's just a little crown around Halo, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this
It's
little
a small area
The
to
Edge is
walk.
like walk around.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
real
There's
a bar
chic,
inside
just
and
a
everything.
bar, just two
Yeah.
bars.
Edge is more is
It's all
is a more
glass,
recent thing.
Yeah.
too.
and you
It's
could put
newer.
your foot right against the glass and see like you're on the edge.
We'll
Empire
talk about what
State is
happened
like-
when you were like messing around with the glass.
Oh, yeah,
Jordan was
remember?
there, and so I brought Jordan
Yeah,
onto
I
the
mean, like-
glass, and I jumped to like scare him, and the security came over and they were like, "Don't jump, it scares people," or something like that.
That's funny.
And then somebody else
Don't
jumped and they
jump,
got in
scares
trouble.
Yeah, they got all in trouble.
But what I've been doing the whole time here is the subway and the Edge, and I think that's it.
A lot of walking.
A lot of walking, but I've been pushing Jordan towards the subway
Oh my.
and
The whole
towards
time.
the
No.
edge, like he's gonna fall.
Oh,
I
dude,
remember
yeah.
it's scaring me
we were
the
at
whole
subway- we were
time.
at the subway one night you did that, and this guy just couldn't stop laughing. Man.
I did
He
it
was,
to
like,
Jordan.
passing
Yeah.
us.
I gave him a big shove, but I held his
I know.
arm.
But he
like,
held me, yeah.
This guy was like, laughing.
I got so scared.
I
What
always
did he
stand way
say?
back when they're coming. I'm
That-
like,
that guy
I'm up against
walking
the wall
by.
just in case.
Yeah, that guy walking by, he was like, "Oh, that boy's balls went back in his
Oh,
stomach."
yeah, I remember that.
Because you
So
can be
New
12
York.
feet away, it's still a big
It's
chasm.
scary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So,
In some spots, you're stuck because you're almost like on an island. It's like a strip.
Yeah.
And you have tracks on both sides.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
we went to the stock exchange floor. Which
Oh
was
my
amazing.
gosh,
how was
About
that?
Quite
That's
the
awesome.
experience.
Yeah, how was that? I had to miss it, but it looked
Bro,
Let's
amazing.
walk through the day. Let's walk through the day. So that was your first day here.
Yeah.
Yep.
We met at your hotel.
Like
took
off the plane,
taxi.
right?
Got off the plane
Right away.
at almost 9 a.m.
Changed into our suits.
Changed there in the bathroom.
Yeah.
New York is cold, but Thursday and yesterday too, hot as hell inside everywhere.
Yeah.
Like super hot.
Super hot.
Sweating. I'd walk into places, take off my hoodie because you're sweating, and you walk outside, put my hoodie on because I'm freezing. But
Yeah.
so got into some nice clothes. Peter, super nice to like let us do that. He didn't have to do that, obviously. And the stock exchange itself, the trading floor, it looks like a movie set of what the New York Stock Exchange probably looks like.
Yeah, you feel like
even
you're
though it's
feel like you're in a movie.
Yeah.
it's I don't know.
Like if you guys have been
if
to
you would have been like,
Universal,
this isn't even the floor is
Yeah.
upstairs, I would have been like,
like you've been
So-
to Universal Studios, it kind of feels
Yeah.
like when you're on a set there,
Yeah.
and you're seeing
Yeah.
it, you're like, I know this is like
it's
the
a
fake
facade, like you really can't go
Yeah,
in that building.
that's what it felt like.
And
It was-
it's super exclusive now. Like they used to do public tours. I think after 9/11 they stopped.
They stopped.
Yeah.
Not even like analysts. I'm pretty sure.
And we went midday before power hour. There's nobody there. Just
It's
the
just
market,
like market
makers,
makers,
and
CNBC,
the brokers.
and like the top brokers. So
Yeah.
it's like invite only. It was like
That's wild,
crazy.
dude.
So
Yeah.
there's nobody on the floor. The
It's
whole
empty.
time.
Yeah,
we
it's
were
empty.
walking around the floor, it was empty.
And we're looking at the
Completely.
screens.
Yeah, because market was open when you were there, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It was wide
They
open.
just let you walk into the stock market?
No.
No.
No, that's what we're saying. Like
Yeah,
they
we
have
got
to
the
like
invite
they were
for it.
invited. Yeah.
Yeah, we had
So,
yeah.
They used to be able to do that.
We're like,
Oh,
where's
wow.
the market makers? He's like, let me introduce you. And we meet him, and I got some of their business cards. It says like something MM. Like,
Yeah.
Jordan, let's talk about
Senior
the stocks.
Yeah, because I just actually tweeted it and everybody's kind of giving
So
me
we
shit
saw
for
we
it.
saw his screens. You cannot see stop losses.
Guys,
on your
market
screens.
makers cannot see stop
stop
losses.
loss.
And this was
They
sent
don't
out,
even
too.
get sent. New York Stock Exchange doesn't even get sent the information, guys. They
I still don't believe
and,
it somehow.
And even if they did, they're dealing with so much shit on
I've
the
been
day.
whipped
Why
out
would they
to
be
the
looking
penny.
at your orders?
They don't care about 100
They don't
shares,
care about
1,000
it.
shares. They don't care.
Now that doesn't mean that hedge funds or bigger dogs in the market with money aren't watching level 2, aren't looking for your stops.
Yeah,
That's
That
what I'm
doesn't-
thinking. Yeah.
There's still stop loss like hunting going on,
right.
Yeah.
but it is not market makers
Oh,
at
okay.
New York Stock Exchange like
Right.
everybody thinks they're out to get us.
And
Oh
also,
no, I always
they're
blame. I
not-
blame the
that's
hedge
not at
funds,
all
yeah.
what's
he
going on.
stressed to us that how much technical analysis they use.
I know that was very impressive
So,
to me
that's
because there's
sweet.
always
That
been
is
this
everything
huge
now.
like stigma
It's
around
everything.
it. Like, oh, it's just like what's the word they use? It's astrology for men. That's
Yep.
what they say.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
the
Wow.
Okay.
pros are using it too now, and it's like it's really come a long way because there's like I don't know, it's just such a weird stigma around it.
Well, yeah, because think about it. Back in the day, I mean, we weren't around, but
Yeah,
I mean, technical analysis was laughed at. It
Yeah.
wasn't.
I want
You
it
know,
to be
everybody
called
traded off
essential oils
fundamentals.
for men.
A what?
I want it to be called
Essential
essential
oils
oils for
for
men.
Or like
Um,
healing crystals, those like that.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, we've all made money off of a falling wedge that breaks. So, does it sometimes break and just roll over? It's
I mean,
not a big
Jordan, talk
reaction.
about your coin
Yes.
flip analogy.
I mean, the thing is, I don't know. I've learned. We both read Trading in the Zone. I mean,
Yep,
a
Mark
million
Douglas.
times, right? Mark Douglas. If you haven't read it, you
I actually
go
have
and read
not
it right
read
now.
that.
Go
Really
read
good.
it, Holly.
I'm gonna
It's
pull up
amazing.
my Amazon real quick.
Yeah, order that. But in the book, they talk about how you have to treat every trade like a coin flip. You know, when you flip a coin and you're guessing it's heads and it turns out to be tails, you're not emotionally affected by it at all because you truly know the outcome is 50-50.
Right.
If you treated every trade like that, you wouldn't be mad. You wouldn't be emotionally affected by what happens. You know what I mean? By that falling wedge, it just kept falling and puts ended up paying. You
Right.
wouldn't be emotionally affected by that because you thought it has to be calls. You have to play calls because it's a falling wedge. It's a
Right.
bullish pattern, right? Well, sometimes it just keeps falling,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
right? You have to be able to play both sides like that. So
So it is
that
50-50,
analogy.
but the way theta works, it's like, all right, I'll flip it again,
Yep.
but your odds are now 40.
Yep. No, 100%.
Now your odds are 30.
And of course,
that's a good data example.
and it doesn't mean you can't have bias. Like, that's not what I'm saying. Everybody has to have a little bit of bias.
Yeah.
You know, how you gonna pick a side.
If you have a good system, your probability is higher than a 50-50.
Exactly.
But mentally, you can't think that.
You can't
mentally, you
think
still have to
that.
look at it.
So with
Mentally,
zero
yes.
technical analysis and edge and anything, a monkey pressing a button, it's 50-50. So all your technical analysis is trying to get you to 51% and above.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yes.
But yeah,
But you lower it to under 50 when you have theta,
When you have theta in play.
and hold contracts.
But that's where the risk management comes in,
Yeah.
right? A lot of people talk about reward to risk, right? If you have a 3-to-1 reward to risk, that means you could potentially gain 15% on your trade, and you're only risking up to 5%, right? If you have that 3-to-1 on every single trade, you only need to win 33% of your trades to be profitable. Because even, like, let's say if you're losing more than half your trades, on the ones you're hitting on, you're making enough profit to cover that loss. And that's what most traders, they just don't understand that.
Have you ever played
100%.
craps or looked up the odds of craps?
No.
There's some bets on craps that are 51%. You should look it up.
That's
But
wild.
the thing is,
Interesting.
people have the emotional mentality, right? So casinos will still let that run because they know they're going to keep doubling down.
That's why it's
Exactly.
called
They're
craps.
gonna
It's
mess
a
up.
crap shoot.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's another thing Trading in the Zone
Yeah.
talks about, though, that I'm sure you know about, is how everybody kind of talks about how, the stock market is like the casino, right?
Yeah.
If you treat it that way, you're going to be
Right.
a statistic, right? You're going to be one of the consumers in the casino instead of being the casino.
Right.
You need to be the casino. They're the ones making the money.
Well,
every
you
day,
hear about
right?
these guys that
That's how
they
you have
went
to
to the
treat your business
casino
and
and they
trading.
made $3,000. You're like, damn, I lost $80. This other guy made $400. Damn, I lost $200. You want to be those few guys that figure out whatever their edge and system are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you have technical analysis, if you have a feel for the market,
Mm-hmm.
which everything you study and come up with in terms of like your edge, that's like your gut feeling and your edge, whatever that specifically
Yep.
is.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're walking into craps, blackjack, right?
Even
Casino.
blackjack,
Yeah.
when you play perfect strategy, you have the higher probability to win against the dealer. But again, casinos will still operate those games because they know emotionally you're going to trigger your own.
And you have a falling
issues.
wedge into demand, and it could lose. Like
Yeah.
everyone has had 20, and the
What?
dealer gets 21.
What happened
Yeah,
on Thursday?
yeah, happens.
What happened on Thursday before we went into NYSE? Right? You guys bought puts we had the 200 EMA, we had a rising wedge up to supply. All the confluence in the world to play puts, and guess what?
kept
It
rising.
just kept rising, and SPY rocketed the rest of the day.
Crazy.
Yep.
Sometimes those that's an A+ setup in my opinion.
Yeah.
That was an A+ setup, and it still didn't go. It doesn't matter. That's a perfect
And you saw,
example.
like,
You
I
have to
stopped
treat it
out,
50-50.
and I wasn't emotional about it. I took my loss.
Yeah.
And then I went and
But
touched
you
the bowl.
were crying.
Keanu told me to get back in the
Oh my
calls.
gosh.
I know.
Boom.
There
They
was a-
touched the bowl,
There was
and
a
it's like,
line to take a photo
We should roll
with
that clip. We're gonna
roll that clip
roll.
right now, yeah.
happened, Jordan?
This guy just touched the bowl and made
20%,
23%, baby.
Literally. Shout out to Keanu. Keanu gave me the heads up. 38%. Ascending triangle on cue right now. He told me like 3 times. I'm like, you know what? You know what? I wasn't gonna trade today. I wasn't gonna trade, but I'm gonna get calls. Touch the bowl, boom, breaks down.
There was a line to take a photo with the charging bull. The line to take a photo with the head was 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
The
line to take a
balls,
photo with the
half an
bull
hour,
balls
45
was,
minutes.
I think it was over an hour. That was long.
was
No
crazy.
way. That's funny.
That was
long.
long, and it was a hot day, so the Bulls' balls were long
So-
as well. So
We had to cut something, so we're back.
All right, we're back.
okay, the humidity in New
Keanu just
York.
admitted to a murder that we had to just.
I admitted
Don't
to
worry about it.
We're moving forward.
Yeah.
We need an ad right here. We need to put an ad right here or something.
Let's see, what else did we do?
Oh my gosh.
What else did we do?
Throwing a life insurance
We had
ad.
that
We
dinner
went out to
quality.
dinner with Jesse. It was really cool to see him.
Yeah.
He's a chef out here.
Oh, yeah,
I've done,
Jesse's dope.
One-on-one
Went to
calls
dinner.
with him.
Quality,
Want to talk a little
quality
bit about him?
eats.
Jesse was
Yeah.
really cool. Wow,
Yeah.
shout out to Jesse. He's on the
Yeah.
Spaces every single day. Love that guy.
Yep,
It was
he's
great
awesome.
meeting him.
The energy.
Energy.
He's got
Got
energy,
it.
man. Yeah, that was a great night. Wow.
Absolutely.
Pablo was sweating at dinner.
Oh my, let's talk about, so we went to the Edge yesterday, we already talked about it, and we all got our tickets. First of all, I said a lot of things. I said the tickets are going to sell out. Of course, Garrity, he didn't get the tickets. You know, he's not even here right now, but it is what it is.
Good old Garrity.
1 second. There we go. And, well, Pablo, Ryan's friend, Keanu's friend, he got the ticket for the wrong day. So we all went there, and he couldn't get in.
He walked to the front and he's like, couldn't get back.
Is he there
past
right
the
now while
bubble
we're
rope.
shooting this?
Yeah, I think he's there
I
right
think
now.
he is.
Okay.
He was running around Central Park.
He's up
And
there.
yeah,
He's running off all the anger of missing the edge.
Yeah.
he took himself to the bar, and
He got plastered.
Yeah.
He did.
We came back, he walks out, he's like, I'm lit. I'm like, oh shit.
Pablo going hard.
Pablo was
The
going
Edge
hard,
was
man.
really cool.
Well, this is his first time in New York too, right? Like,
Yeah.
ever,
Yeah, again, like, that's another thing. When we first got here, this is my first time in New York, you know, so I felt so small.
Yeah.
I mean, I think LA is a big city. You know what I mean? I come here, I mean, this is insane. It feels like there's people alive, you know?
Oh, yeah, the
that's what I
energy
think
here
I love so much about it. Of
amazing,
course, I
We
understand
went
people are
to
like, I want to
Times
get
Square.
away from that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But I've never been around it, so I love it.
I
you
do
know?
love
It's
it.
amazing.
I feel you.
I remember being Jordan's age and loving it too. It was fun.
You do. I'm getting close. I'm not there yet, but there are times I'm like getting on the road, being in big cities. It's getting a little tiring, but not yet.
So
no,
people
I-
bump into Jordan. He's like, "Fuck yeah, New York!" And I'm like,
See, I still
"Fuck
got that.
this
Yeah, I feel
shit."
that.
Yeah.
Johnny hates this shit.
That's
No.
how accessible everything is. Like if I need to go do anything, like everything in the world I need right now is probably within 3 blocks.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's in every area of the
business
city.
you could think of that exists. You're going down the street, from pizza to sushi to nail salon to hair. I don't know.
Dim sum, like
Yeah, every
Look,
cuisine
and
except Mexican food. There's no.
It's
fucking
a
Mexican
store
food
that's
here.
Yeah.
3 foot wide. That's a salon. It's like everything's so thin because it's the city.
Yeah.
And it's just they pack in a sushi bar or whatever shoe store. I'm just like,
Look, we were walking past a restaurant the other night. Remember, it was like skinnier than the room we're in right now.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It was like
Yep.
just wide enough for
That's
a
why
table.
you'll have like dinner and like for 2 people be like the size of this table.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, where is my entree?
Yeah.
Gonna fit? Like,
yeah. So
gosh.
it makes me feel like a giant.
Yeah, I walked back to the hotel last night at like
Jordan had to walk by
1
himself.
a.m.
1 a.m. I was a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little kind
You
of
should have
like.
told me. I would have walked you.
No,
there.
it's
spot.
fine. I was a little scared to kind of walk in New York by myself. You know, you hear things about New York,
Yeah.
but
You should have
it
called
was-
Mike to
I will
escort you.
say,
No.
Dude, I love a good late night walk through the city. Too many.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, it was like one of the most beautiful walks.
the
I was
best,
just
dude.
vibing by
Yep.
myself. It was so amazing. Late at night, barely anybody on the road.
I do it all the time, bro.
Well,
It was awesome.
weed is
Jump on a
amazing.
horse carriage.
Yeah, I was
Just like
smoking my weed. I was loving it. It was great. So
Yeah. I love a good late night
Did
walk.
you guys do that, or like a little ride around Central Park in the carriage?
I've done
I
it before. I
didn't
haven't
know.
done it recently.
I've done it
You
last
did do that?
November. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
The rickshaw thing said $8, $9 a person.
$9 a
Four
minute.
people.
You're
A minute.
joking.
No,
A
yeah.
minute.
A minute
'Cause
per
I
person.
paid like
Yeah.
$150 for 6 people for like half an hour.
No, they're insane.
It's something like that.
Yeah.
though.
So are the
Yeah,
horse
yeah,
ride
like
things.
that.
Like, if you look at the price on those, like, dude, you
I was
just
like, bro, I don't know about
you
that.
go like half into the park, you could have had a nice dinner. Like, that's how expensive that shit is.
Yeah.
It's like, what
Yeah.
are you doing? Like, it's cool, but man,
The 2 highlights of the trip, 2 of the highlights, late night pizza with Pablo. We stopped by a liquor store. Pablo needed a big bottle of tequila.
Of course.
And I was like,
Yeah.
is there a smaller one?
I'd
He's
get
like-
back to the
He's like,
hotel
I'll,
last
eat
night.
I'll drink that by tomorrow. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
I
Was
get back
this-
last night. He's like, I
last
got
night?
mezcal.
Last night he was still going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Hell
I
yeah.
show up. He's like, I got mezcal. I got wine. You want some? I had another
dude, and he went
glass
for
of
a
wine
run.
with him.
So he's
Oh my
killing
gosh.
it.
For a run.
Shit, yeah.
Shout out to Pablo.
So
I would not
we're
do
in the
that.
liquor store,
Wow.
and then this guy starts cracking this other dude's skull against the glass of the liquor
Hell
store.
yeah.
What?
So I start filming it because
Wait, you had this on video?
I didn't have it on video. Yeah.
Alright, send it to me. We're
Cut
gonna put it
to-
up on the screen.
Yeah.
I had my phone out because I'm in there. Like, I've never been in a liquor store where it was a high ceiling.
Okay.
And in Riverside, the best liquor store is called La Bodega on Central and Arlington. No, Central and Riverside. By the Riverside Plaza, it's insane. But this was like cooler, so I was like, this is kind of cool. So I'm filming, and then I put my phone like here, whatever, and then this guy starts bashing somebody's head. You know, it's like a fishbowl, the glass.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm watching him hit his head, and he's like, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna keep filming. And so I was already in this mode of like filming shit or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Then we go get pizza, and then
I saw that video.
some chicks yelling at some guy. I was like, here we go again.
Hell
So
yeah.
New York,
and
baby.
Pablo's
I
not
love
a
it.
big eater, but so we got $5 slices, and I was like, "This is sweet." Big
Was it
old
better
food.
than Lombardi's?
Yeah.
It was Little Italy,
Lombardi's
right?
was not good.
Little Italy, I think it was.
You don't like the waiter either, right? At
I
Lombardi's.
hated the waiter. Fucking
Yeah, hit before you go.
Kinda sucked.
Hit the Joe's Pizza by your hotel.
Okay.
That'll be your
Text
best.
me, please.
Yeah, I will.
Um,
It's super close. That place is iconic. Like,
Try.
Okay.
it's
So
not my favorite, but it's top 5.
we went to, I think it's called Little Italy Pizza.
Yeah, that's
It's
what it was.
right on the corner by Empire State Building. And then, like I said, Pablo not a big eater. I was like, do you want another one or are we leaving? And he's like, let's do another one. I was like, yeah.
Shit. Let's
So
go.
got another one. And the biggest highlight of the trip, though, was the drive here.
Bro, the drive.
It sounds
here
like you
was-
guys had a great time.
It really was. We had Mr. Mike here driving us around.
The stock market was like, I can't believe this for sure, but the funnest, most entertaining was the drive.
Yeah.
Dude,
This
you
was
beat out the
definitely
New York
just
I'm a
Stock
city
Exchange.
cop, so I'm used to all the craziness here. So I don't
What
care
did
about
you
the
say
I'm
in the
camera.
getting, I'm
elevator?
getting like 21 Drum Street vibes right now.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh.
Dude.
We were telling Mike he should be picking up people from the airport and charging them for tours for the all New York experience.
It's like when
he
it's
can
like when
give it
Kramer
to you.
did the Peterman reality tour.
And every time he has to pull over and pee in a bucket.
Yeah.
Every single trip.
Yes.
I'd have to have my urinal with me because I do take water pills, so I'd have to figure that out with like a van full of,
Always like
70-year-old.
you stop for a bathroom break, you just like round of cups and just hand out to people. Like, all right, guys, we're bathroom break. You just hand out a jug to everybody.
No, my wife actually gave me the urinal from the hospital.
Oh,
So
okay.
I said, yo, Marge, I said,
Okay.
I said,
See, it's
I
a
need
real
fucking-
idea.
If I got a tinkle and I'm in traffic, what do I got to do? So
my
she said,
God.
all right, she came home one day
There you
with a
go.
brand new urinal. She goes, here you go. I think I threw it right in my tube.
You're like a week away from just driving on bedpans. Just
Yeah.
He told me that story. I was like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, I have it in the back. I was like,
No way.
You had to see Keanu's face when he turned and he says, you're peeing right now? I'm like, right now. He looked at Jordan and was like, he's peeing right now.
I was like,
I couldn't believe it. I was
should I
like,
do a
wow.
citizen's arrest? I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
imagine trying to arrest Mike. Like, excuse me, sir, can you please put your hands behind your backs? I can't do it.
Yeah.
well, the ride kept getting more New York, worse, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
And then we get dropped off, and all of a sudden he's peeing in a bucket. Just when you
I said, I got to go right now.
yeah.
Guys, I also have diabetes. So with diabetes and the water pills, it's like,
you gotta go.
it's insane because
Yeah.
diabetes, it comes fast. It's
Yeah.
not like...
I was like, if he gets out a
it
bigger
waits
bucket
and you
and
fill
takes a
up.
shit,
It's, whoop, I got to
Like,
Who
pick
knows?
gotta go.
You know what I love seeing? I love seeing people walk up to the cops and take photos, and the cops are they love it.
They do.
You can tell they're just sitting. They're like,
Cops
yeah.
are so cool.
Flex
in
my
New York
bicep
City.
a little bit. They love it.
Yeah.
They're like models out here. It's
They're
hilarious.
celebrities out here.
Yeah, they're celebrities.
That's
It's
funny.
so funny. Oh my
The
gosh.
nicest Starbucks in the world.
Wow.
Starbucks Reserve at the bottom
The one
of
in
the
the-
Empire State Building.
I love it.
Did you
That
say
was
you've
fun.
been there?
I've not. I just remember you talking about it. I've
Gotta
been to
go.
a few of the reserve. Like I've been to the roastery, not roastery, but the reserve on 10th in Chelsea.
Uh-huh.
10th
Yeah,
Avenue
that's
in
the one that
Chelsea
she was
neighborhood.
telling us.
She
to go
said
to.
we got to go over there.
Yeah, hit Chelsea Market right next door.
I walked in and I'm like, whoa.
What's
Taking
the
pictures.
Yeah.
entry like for that? Can anyone walk in, or do you need like a special card or something?
To the
Starbucks?
reserve.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah,
walk-
anybody could walk in.
Oh, it's just more expensive.
There's like
for
a lounge down below.
And they do like
Yeah, they serve alcohol.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And they have like better, like nicer.
They have
Like
conference
games
rooms like
and
a
stuff,
podcast.
yeah.
They have
Oh,
like
wow.
really good food.
So
Oh,
It's
that
not
too.
like-
Yeah, they do a
it feels
fire.
almost
They
like
have
an airport
legit
lounge.
food.
It's nicer.
Like
than
an
nice.
airport lounge
So
in Europe,
nice,
maybe.
yeah.
Like a nice, yeah.
So
They have
nice.
like gourmet food. It's not like regular
Oh,
Starbucks.
it looks
like
it's
the-
like fresh gourmet.
yeah,
Starbucks
that
food.
Emirates
That's what I was gonna
airline.
say. It looks like an
Turkish.
Emirates lounge or something.
What is
yeah,
that?
like a-
the
yeah.
Kobe Bryant did those commercials and Messi.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Turkish
I remember
air.
that.
like a
Where
super
it's like-
fancy.
No plane looks like that. This was like that, and it goes down below. It says the lounge experience. It's
That's
cool.
where you
I
get,
could have
like-
sat there all day.
And
Yeah,
I
you
took
get
you
the
guys
alcoholic
to
espresso.
Cats as well. The ticket
Ooh,
system.
yeah.
Let's talk about
Ooh.
that.
I'm glad you guys went to Cats, actually. I used
Their
to eat
ticket
there a lot.
system
Well,
is
you know how
dog
you walk
shit.
in. You know how you walk in. They give you a ticket. You gotta kind
Yes, you get the ticket.
When's the last time you went there, Mike?
Pastrami, many years ago.
How many years roughly?
When I was, I would say over 20. That place has been around
Jordan was
forever.
born-
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, when I was
East
born.
Houston
100 years,
Street,
right?
It's on
Everyone's
East
been there,
Houston, East Houston.
Yeah,
Yeah. But their sandwich is like $15.
Now they're like 25.
Yeah, they're like 25.
25.
25? They're 29.30.
Oh
That's the
my!
pastrami.
It's been a few years. I paid 25 for the
The
pastrami.
Reuben is
you know,
like
the classic.
right, the
Yeah, the
pastrami, yeah.
classic. You know,
30.
it's 25. It's 30
Yeah.
now.
That's insane,
I took a
though.
picture
Come
of the
on.
menu because of how
Yeah,
expensive it was.
yeah.
So we went somewhere else and it was a sandwich that was 12. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, fuck,
The corner
New
deli,
York,
yeah,
Jesus.
you could have got a great pastrami. But
Yeah.
not as good as Cats.
It's just Cats.
When I
It's
saw the
name.
prices,
It's
I was
legendary.
happy
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a lot of people in there when I saw the prices because I was looking for a cosigner for a Reuben.
I saw the picture of you with the Reuben, yeah.
It's one of the few like really touristy restaurants that I'll hit up here. Like, because most of them are like, but like that one, I still am like, every once in a while.
People are packed
But
in
they
there.
weren't letting us out because they gave us a ticket.
You walk in, they hand you a ticket. Every human being.
Oh, really? You can't go back out?
They don't let us out.
You can't leave without the ticket. Either
They made us
blank
like look around for our
something
tickets
written
for
on it.
like 20 minutes.
Because that's how they see what you paid for, right?
Yeah.
So you go, they mark your ticket.
But you know how easy it is to lose a ticket when you're
like,
Yeah,
it's
really.
paper
around,
ticket.
Of course.
Come on, I'm
They have
gonna
to have
lose
a better
that.
system for
The
that.
system is like, it looks
You guys
like
didn't get pastrami,
Craigslist.
though? You nobody?
I didn't get
either
pastrami.
because we just had.
Yeah, we had
Like,
to
I
go
go
back
back
and get pastrami. Yeah.
I've had food there before. Though.
We had just eaten.
So I was like, what's the difference between the pastrami and the Reuben? They're like, the Reuben is the pastrami with cheese and sauerkraut and mustard, which I hate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I think the Reuben has the sliced pastrami, like the deli style, or is
They
it
said it was
is it like the off the? Oh, it is okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, okay.
And then I
You're
one
good.
one
You
of
don't
them
have to go back.
one of them said 2 meat combination, and the guy was like, turkey's the best. There's brisket, whatever. I was like, what is 2 meat combination? Like side to side on the sandwich or layered together? He's like, however you want it. And I speak Spanish, but their accent, I'm like, I can barely understand them, and they're slang and whatnot. And then I go, me and Pablo was born in Mexico City. I mean,
Yep.
I can barely understand his English, you know. So
And when he was drunk last night, he was trying to say like, I have better grammar in English
Yeah.
than all.
I
of
know.
you.
I was like, shut the fuck
you
up,
have been
Pablo.
drinking, buddy.
You have been drinking. Yeah.
So their Spanish is very like, I don't know how to say it, but
It's just,
hard to understand.
It's fast and
Fast,
I don't
and then
even know.
in English, like, hey, what can I get you? Like clear, like Obama, like
Yeah.
articulate. And then one of the bus boys was by us, older gentleman, and Pablo goes, "Where are you guys from?" He's like, "Dominican. Todos somos Dominicanos. We're all from the Dominican." He's like, "There's one Venezuelan, but we're all from the Dominican." Like, oh, okay. So New York and Dominican, something, but they all have a ponytail thing, like a bun.
Yeah.
It's like a vibe. It's like going into a nail salon. You're like, oh, they're all speaking Vietnamese. It's an experience. So going in there, they're all speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
And then everywhere else we went, the bagel place we've been going to.
I
all
noticed
Spanish.
like if you don't speak Spanish, you should learn because everywhere like
Dude.
everybody speaks Spanish.
I
here
got
for
a
sure.
El Malecon. You ever go there?
Mm-mm.
It's like Dominican, and it's phenomenal. It's,
Oh, yeah?
it's where I used to work, but it has all that oxtail soup
Oh,
with
yeah,
the yellow
yeah.
rice.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
beans. And it
Ooh,
comes in
wow.
the-
Where's
it
that?
It's on. It's not too far from here. You know, it's on the west side. You know.
When he
And
tells me
listen-
directions, I feel like he's speaking Greek.
I know they have to go.
West Side 36, this and that. I'm like, all right, fuck, I don't know.
And he's like, this is Holly's Hotel. He's like, on the west side. I was like,
Yep.
yep.
Cool. It's like I
West
I
side,
didn't know
yeah,
that.
Jinx.
Yeah, once you get to like what past like 7th or 8th,
Fifth.
like start to think they pass like 5th and 6th. Like, all right, let's get to the west side.
Yeah.
He's like, see it right here? That's why it says west.
Yeah.
Well, I was showing him. That's not entirely true, but what happened was I was just trying to tell him that, like, when you cross over 5th, you know, that's where it separates east from west.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
So if you get to the other side, the
Yeah.
western side of that street, you'll see W.
Yep.
Cross the street, you'll see the east.
Ah,
I
gotcha.
don't know if he knows what he's talking about or if he was having me look at something while he was pissing in a bucket.
No, we didn't do that while driving. That would be,
What
that would be
else? What
another
else?
YouTube machine.
We got some Katsuya sushi.
Yep, that
I
was
saw the
good.
Peloton headquarters, which was insane.
Yeah.
Because I'm a fan
What do
of
they call it? They call it
instructors.
something. It was
Studio?
The studio. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, you guys
Cody
had a time.
Rigsby.
You had a time in Dyson. Remember, you went into Dyson.
Oh,
You
yeah.
loved it.
Me and Pablo went to Dyson.
What's that? Like the vacuum?
vacuums.
The vacuum.
What, like the shop?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Oh,
she's putting sugar and salt or something. It was salt on the floor. We're vacuuming stuff up like a.
It's like a
infomercial.
Dyson experience.
Dyson experience.
Straight dads, bro. I should have been filming them.
Oh yeah. So we
Straight
did
dad.
the
It was
so bad for you.
the V8
I'm just
vacuum,
standing there, bro. I'm like, oh
the
my
V8, the
fucking
V10,
God.
the V12, and the V15. The vacuums.
So are they cars or are they vacuums?
Vacuums.
Vacuums.
That place sucked.
Yeah, good job. Good job.
Sorry.
Dude.
Yeah. So we did the vacuum.
$800 for a vacuum.
Yeah, they have
Oh,
a
yeah.
$600
Are you shitting me? Come on.
hair dryer now.
What? How much?
$600 hair dryer.
Ooh, all right. I like that. Respect.
Oh, it's
Love a good grift. You know?
the S in Dyson's a money sign.
Yeah.
But that was fun. What else? Went to Tiffany & Co. just to check it out.
Yeah, just have fun. That's fun.
Yeah, we just walked through. What
I
part
mean,
of
you've
town
been to
is that?
Times Square, right, guys?
Yeah.
we went to Times Square. That
That's
was
probably
fun.
Fifth Ave, I think.
It's
Going
by
to
Rockefeller
was
Center and all
plastered
that.
night though. When
Well,
we
you'll
were
see
walking
when you
in
go to,
Times
if you guys
Square.
go to Joe's, the location I'm telling you about, it's
Okay.
you're it's right at Times Square.
Is it greasy?
I think so.
Is it-
And not like I don't know if it's like it's super greasy, but
I got a good piece
He
of
likes
if you guys
greasy.
are interested.
Oh, I'm interested. It has to be as greasy as my forehead was sophomore year of high school. Though.
It's delicious.
All right.
Yeah, hit a couple of the iconic spots where you go. 'Cause you hit a few of them, and like there's not like bad pizza in New York, but hit some of the legends.
Central Park. We've been riding to the subway a lot.
Got to see where Spider-Man got broke up with, Peter Parker. That was cool.
Joe's Pizza, Spider-Man.
We saw some movies. Oh, I've been going around town recognizing all the places from Impractical Jokers.
Yeah.
Mike, you're still good over there? It says right on top? Okay.
Cool.
I wore shorts yesterday and people were freaking out all day.
I was freaking out. I was in pants and a leather jacket and I was chilly.
This morning on the walk,
I had my hoodie though.
On the walk to breakfast, me and Keanu were walking to breakfast, freezing our asses off, and we see this chick. She just got done for a workout in shorts and a tank top, just casually.
No, she was in a sports bra.
Yes, like sports bra,
running shorts.
It's like, hey, what's up, y'all?
I was
just cruising. I'm like, it's 40 degrees out. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and we're gonna check out 9/11 Memorial and.
Are you guys heading down there today?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool spot.
So, do anything touristy, Holly, while you're here, or just work?
A lot of the touristy stuff I've done. So, like, my favorite thing to do in New York is just like kind of what I did last night, where I just kind of go up and down a certain street or area I like.
Go to bars and stuff.
Yeah, and just hit spots, and like different restaurants. Of course, I have like my favorites around the city, but like I just like experiencing neighborhoods now because I've done all the touristy shit in almost every city I've been to. Like I've done all. So like now when I go, I like to just do like, okay, what's the fun stuff the locals do?
Tell your coworkers to go to the Edge.
I think a few have been. Yeah, I'm sure some will still go because a lot of my coworkers go for like photo ops. The
Edge is nice.
There's another place called Summit right next to Grand Central. I think that's one you were kind of talking about. Very similar to the Edge, but they have 4 floors. The first floor, it's fully mirrors everywhere, so it's like a sun in there because you know how sun reflects off of glass. Mm-hmm. So it's super hot there. Then they have another floor where it's like just like these like silver plastic balls bouncing everywhere, and this is like on top of a building. Wow. They have an outdoor. That's like a really good spot as well if you don't want to go to the Edge and you're like near Grand Central.
Yeah, the Edge was really cool. The line going into the Edge was horrible. It put me over.
Oh, that was the hallway was so hot. Remember the hallway up there?
Yeah, my lower back sweat. Remember?
Keanu this whole time has been either too hot or it's too cold or.
Wearing shorts and a hoodie, regardless of the temperature.
I can be negative.
You get in the subway, he's like, oh.
I can be negative and critical, but once that fucking line and we got up, I was like, this is badass.
I will say, you were walking everywhere tomorrow.
Bro.
I mean, not tomorrow, yesterday.
Right.
You were,
Have I been bringing negativity to the trip?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No. I don't think so. No,
but I'm like, motherfucker.
He's just like, fuck, man.
God damn it. And then I'm like, this place is dope. You're like, I know, that's why I told you to walk here. Yeah. And you know how some streets you go straight, but you turn right and it's uphill. Downhill. Yeah. This is me. Uphill, motherfucker.
No, your feet will get.
Is there anything downhill? Yeah, so I told Holly, I was like, I feel bad. My feet fucking hurt. I need to lose some weight. And Holly's like, my feet hurt too. I was like, all right.
Mine hurt too. If you don't walk as much like that, and you come here and just, you'll walk a few miles a day and not think about it.
Sushi, like, what do you want? I'm like, I just want to sit for 2 hours.
Well, it's like, dude, even like every errand you do in the city is like a mile trip. Because you'd be like, oh, it's 0.3 miles, 0.4 miles away. So now I'm just doing almost a mile round trip just to go do an errand. You know, like, I got to go do this later. I'm going to go to dinner. Okay, like, before you know it, you walk 3-4 miles a day just doing regular errands. If you're really busy,
I want to hit Central Park again, too, because we only saw one little half block of Central Park.
Did you see the lake in it or no?
One of them, yeah.
Okay.
Keanu saw a foot massage place. He's like, I'm going there later.
I just go in there, eat the
He needs one bad.
Ooh. Central Park. Oh, the ice skating rink is pickleball courts.
Yeah, they changed it.
Really?
Rockefeller?
Now. Yeah.
That's hilarious and awesome. My dad would love that.
The ice,
There's a whole group out there.
I FaceTimed my dad.
That's
like,
hilarious.
I FaceTimed my dad. I said, Dad, I said, I'm right in front of the Plaza Hotel in Central Park. Cool. I came here with my dad. How long? Was that 30 years ago?
Was it 93?
30 years ago.
Was it 93, 94?
Wow.
Yeah, 30.
30 years ago.
Yeah. And I'm like, remember the ice skating rink in Central Park? He's like, yeah. And I turned my camera. I was like, it's pickleball courts now. He's like, the church he goes to just did a grand opening ceremony. All these pickleball. He loves pickleball, and he was pumped.
And your dad loves pickleball too?
Oh, he loves it.
You guys got to do it recently.
Dad's got to link up and play pickleball.
He that's how he makes all his friends now. He just plays pickleball.
Yep. Oh yeah. I'm like, Dad, come by. Or breakfast. Me and the kids. He's like, I have pickleball.
Yeah.
It's like the new thing.
Yep, they love it. I've never even played, but I could see why it's a good game for people like our dad's age, where it's like it's active, but it's not like a full tennis court where you're really, working.
Well, it might be my time. I'm 40. Dad.
I played it in middle school. I had a blast playing pickleball.
Yeah.
That was a fun game, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. They didn't check my ID the other day. They were like, do you play pickleball? I was like, yeah, bud. You're good.
You just show your paddle.
Try that
All right,
pickleball
I'm good.
next time.
Yeah,
we play
my
pickleball.
paddle.
We're good.
We gotta have to go.
ID, sir. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have my ID, but I get excited about pickleball.
It's like senior discount right here.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching our first ever in-person podcast.
Yes,
We're gonna
yeah,
go
dude.
Get lunch or something. Shout out to Mike, making sure everything's good over there.
Shout out Mike!
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, there you go, fellas. Great job.
If you don't come to LA, this is the last one ever, too.
Yeah.
I'll be in LA soon.
We gotta get Champ out there.
Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. Check us all out on Twitter. Links are in the description.
Yes, sir.
And peace out.
Love y'all.
Awesome.